always black, strong. I can do an Americano, but I think probably my favorite is a drip. But then in Italy, you always get really good espresso. But no sugar, no milk, black.
Straight up.
Straight up, baby. Yeah, I think, look, I coached professionally in Montreal, so I knew that there was big support for the game in this country, and a lot of it because of the multiculturalism. But I think that it's been great to see the way that the normal sports fan has now latched onto this team a little bit more since Copa America. And certainly now that we've traveled the country and talked to a lot of people, there's a lot of passion for the game here, and everyone's excited about 2026. Well, yeah, I mean, look, even when I was in England, the cold rain is miserable. So if it's cold and snow and there's snow on the ground, but it's sunny and it, feels like it's still a bright day, then I like that. So I think I'd rather have sun than rain. Yeah. Let's go for a walk, man. Let's go for a walk. Well, in a lot of ways, U.S. is, a little bit more of a football developed nation. But what's been fun to see is that our high-level talent can really compete with the high-level talent in the U.S. So, it'll take more time to continue to develop the game, but I think we're in a good way. And a big part of me, even like traveling the country, is trying to pass the word of what the things that we like and that we think are important. So, the future's bright for sure. I don't eat a lot. When I was a player, I would do some simple things like pasta and whatnot, but like now I actually don't eat that much because I like to, I don't know, maybe I'll have like a little snack before the match, but not too much. I would love to see in the CPL a lot of youth development, like young players, local young players developing, the league getting younger and younger, being more and more dynamic. Like, I would love to see this be a representation of development of the game of our young players. So I think I've said this a few times publicly. New York bagels, but Montreal bagels are good too. Well, they have a different kind of shape. First of all, they're a little more stringier. But in New York they go, it's about the water. It's about the water. I don't really know what that means, but New York bagels are really good. Fluffy, they're a little fluffier. I've been on this last tour to Halifax, Quebec, Winnipeg, Saskatoon, Calgary, and now Vancouver. And that's been a big talking point is, the people want more touch points on the national team than just Toronto and the major cities. So yeah, we're exploring the ideas of playing matches and certainly having training camps in some of those cities. And what I realized too is that a lot of the facilities and a lot of the passion for the game in these communities is really big. So I've been calling it the people's team. And I think in order to make it the people's team, we really got to make sure that we give everybody a chance to see this team and see how great they are. I mean, I love Vancouver, especially on a day like today where it's clear and sunny and beautiful. Toronto is an amazing city. The only issue I have there is the traffic. Always traffic, always. And it was really cool in Halifax. Like, I stayed in Old Town, Quebec, but I'd been to Quebec before. This is when I lived in Montreal, so I liked that area too, the country. But Halifax was really cool. It was good to see that. How much do I spend on tactics versus player development? Well, I think that the tactics are part of the player development. And so a big thing that I've been trying to build into the team more is the sense of what it's like to play with intensity and how they need to continue to develop their game physically and use their aggression and athleticism. So the tactics and the development kind of all fit in that together. But the guys have been great. They've responded really well. They like what we're doing. They like how we play. So it's been good.
What's the biggest difference between the club manager and the national team?
Well, first, I think that it's a bigger responsibility to coach a national team. Like, coaching a club team is big, and the fan base can be big, but in the end, you know, representing an entire nation is really important. And then, you know, just trying to continue to have touch points with the players when you're not with them, to make sure that they're continuing to push themselves, that they understand the identity of what we're trying to create, and thus that the re-entry into our team again is as seamless as possible. But the guys are really smart and they've done a great job. Mount Rushmore. So there's 4 on Mount Rushmore. Well, you'd have to do Christy Sinclair, right? I think you'd have to do Alphonso Davies now. I think I would also do, probably from the past, the most important player. There's a few that are really good candidates, but I'd go with Atiba Hutchinson. And then I'd have to say Jonathan David rounds that out. Pretty good. Pretty good 4 players, I'd say.